Hi, this is Kate from Kate Forman Yoga, and today I'm going to talk to you about high lunge, how to do it, how to stay in it, how to balance in it, and just how to kill your high lunge altogether. Before we get started, just make sure you tap that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with all my latest yoga tips and tricks, and then let's get into it. The first thing you want to do in a high lunge is make sure you're using your back leg. Even though the front leg is usually what people feel the most of, the back leg is super important in stabilizing you. So what I often see is someone will come into a high lunge and this back leg is just kind of like hanging out. It's not super engaged, there's nothing going on. So if you can really press through that back heel and try to press through that whole back leg, you might start to feel that back glute, your butt, start to engage a little bit, and that is gonna help hold you steady. Our glutes are really, really helpful tools for when we're trying to balance. If we don't use them, our balance is gonna be a little bit off. So you wanna really press through that back foot, see if you can squeeze the back glute, and that's the first step. The second thing that I see a lot of in high lunge is that front hip wants to swing off to the side. So what you're gonna try to do is you're gonna try to pull your right hip back. You can imagine there was like a magnet attached to that hip and attached to the back heel, pulling them towards each other. So you're in your high lunge, that hip wants to swing off to the side, you're gonna think in and back, and think of squaring your hips off to the front of your mat. So what often will happen is someone's hip will open a little bit. You can see I'm facing towards the side now. You want to think of like headlights on a car as your front hips shining forward. Not only will your glutes start to engage, but they're gonna be in a better place to help support you. So that's the most important thing. The other thing that will start to happen is your inner thighs will start to fire up. So once you're pressing through that back foot, pulling the outer hip back, you can think of squeezing your inner thighs towards each other. So if you look at my pelvis, my hips, when I pull that hip back, press through the back leg, and then squeeze, you can see there's a little bit of a tuck that starts to happen in my tailbone. It's not huge. I'm not like here because that's a back bend, but the squeezing starts to fire up my butt. My inner thighs then play a role, and it feels really, really supportive and stable. So that's it. Those are the 3 steps to never ever falling out of a high lunge ever again. So if that was helpful, please give this a thumbs up. Leave me any comments, questions. Let me know how it went in the comment section below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. You can follow me across all social media platforms at Kate Forman Yoga. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.